You're giving up the treatment?
Yep.
You can't.
Who says?
No one enjoys chemotherapy, Sean.
I know. I'm the one having it, answer.
Look, have a word with your friend Lenny. He can tell you it doesn't get better, but it gets bearable.
Lenny can't tell me anything.
Why not? What's he doing?
He's been buried. That's what he's doing.
No, Mum, listen for a minute.
I'm not leaving him. I don't have the courage.
You'll be scared for the rest of your life.
I couldn't face him and say I was taking you away.
You won't have to. You needn't even speak to him.
You and me run away together while he's still in Germany. I've already thought of that. But what about Kathy? Would she come?
Well, she'll have to. We're not leaving her with him, Mum.
You're right. But how do we get her away?
I'll telephone him. I'll say miss her, and I'll ask him to send her over. I'll make out I'll get better quicker with her here, and then when she comes...
He'll bring her himself.
He can't. There's that big inspection next week. He's got to be in Rheindahlem. It'll work. He'll put her on the plane, we can meet her at the airport, and then we'll go.
Where?
Anywhere.
Leave me alone, Charlotte. Let me think about it, eh?
It'll work.
I thought they might say that.
Oh, they've got an explanation, have they?
Lenny's cancer was a more difficult one to yours. The tumour had grown rapidly. His parents knew when he was diagnosed that his chances were very low.
It's a pity no one told him.
Would it have done any good?
Did the chemo do any good?
It was the only option.
They could have let him die in peace.
They wanted him to live. That was what was important.
No, lying to him was important. Keeping secrets from him.
Nobody lied.
They did, Mitch. I heard them. They said he'd be all right. That night when he took ill, they said, "Don't worry, we'll soon have you better." They wheeled him out straight away, and I just shouted to her.
They weren't lying, Sean. They said what they thought was best.
They could have told me the truth. They didn't have to lie to me too. They knew I wouldn't see him again.
No matter what you think, chemotherapy was his best hope, and it's yours too.
So what?
Sean, you can't give up. You're going to live. You'll survive.
You're all liars. Why should I believe what you say? I don't care anyway.
Have a word with your friend Lenny. He can tell you it doesn't get better, but it gets bearable.
Lenny can't tell me anything.
Why not? What's he doing?
He's been buried. That's what he's doing.
I understand why he got so angry with me. Said the first thing that came into my head.
Nobody on B1 knew that Lenny had died, and Sean was too upset to tell us.
What can I do for him?
He has to go back to oncology.
But he won't. He doesn't trust them anymore.
Doesn't trust any of us.
There must be someone who can talk to him.
There's a cancer survivors group.
In South Park?
No, it's not based here, but oncology has the details.
So, this group helps people who've still got cancer?
Yes, all their members have survived childhood cancer. They'll come and talk to patients on their own or in groups. Why don't you ring them?
Me? Right, I will. I will straight away.
Paula, where are you going?
To oncology. They can give me the number.
You can phone oncology from here.
She's a pretty little thing.
Sorry, dear, you have no coordination. You're clumsy.
How about one of the older ones?
Teenagers? No, thank you.
How often do you go to the palace, Mrs. Parkin?
Not exactly star quality, but she's got something.
She's due for discharge.
I'd be willing to make a return appearance. I've got no bookings till the end of the month.
Thank you, Fiona, but you've been ill. You need to convalesce.
I'm a pro. Never forget that.
Could we borrow a child from another hospital?
No!
I want someone who looks totally innocent, as if they've awoken from an enchanted land of elves and fairies and... Perfect. That's the child, the very one.
I haven't got the plague.
I don't want Mitch to see us together.
Well, there's not much chance of that.
She's watching every move I make. She's checking all my notes.
Have you ever heard of paranoia? It's in the textbooks.
You've heard of losing your job.
Tell you what, Keely, lie on the floor. Save her the bother of knocking you over.
Thanks.
Keely, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
It is a shame. She's got so much potential.
I've warned her.
It doesn't seem as if she's taken any notice. Would you like me to have a word?
I don't think that'll be necessary.
Ah, look at the local hero.
You what?
I saw your picture in the paper again. They'll be giving you a medal next.
No, not in here they won't.
Oh, why? Don't they like you anymore?
They treat me as if I'm a criminal. They throw me off this ward.
Why?
Julie Sawyer. She's been shouting her mouth off. She reckons I forced her to have sex.
You forced her?
Well, for the first time, she needed a little bit of persuading.
Oh, you forced her, did you?
They're not always as keen on it as we are. You got to show 'em who's boss.
Yeah, so, you made her do it and she didn't want to, yeah?
It's no big deal.
It sounds like it.
It wasn't.
If it wasn't, she wouldn't have told anyone. That stands to reason.
Oh, does it?
She didn't even want you on the same ward as her.
What do you know? See, I heard all you're good at is stealing cars.
Well, I'm proud of doing that. But at least I admitted it.
Yeah, well, you had to. What was it? Your mate ended up in a wheelchair, didn't he?
Oh, well, didn't you get off lightly then? Julie looks fine on the outside.
There's nothing wrong with her.
Except that he can't stand to look at you or be anywhere near you. I wouldn't do that to a girl. Ever. I don't know any lad who would.
She's making it up.
Right local hero you turned out to be.
Look, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault.
No? Well, whose fault was it then?
Look, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do?
Thanks again for everything. I've seen Dr. Sullivan and Sister Mitchell. They know how grateful we are.
Say goodbye to Keely for me.
I will.
Bye. See you back in school, Geraldine. Can't wait.
Glad it's over.
So am I. See you.
Let's go.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Julie.
Bye. Mum, I spoke to him. I reversed the charges. He said he'd send her over. It was easy. He didn't argue. He didn't even want to know why. He just agreed.
Must have been in a good mood. It's a terrible thing we're doing.
Not as bad as staying with him.
Don't build your hopes up.
Mum, this is our chance. We can start a new life. We can do all the things we wanted to do.
I hope so. I really do.